So yeah, kind of see the difference. Top mirror is stock, bottom is the wide angle heated mirror I bought off AliExpress. These wide angle mirrors are awesome. You can see almost like 2 lanes of traffic now compared to stock mirror. I went with these. I was gonna go with spoon, but they have a heated version, I don't think. I was like, I might as well add heat, which was a pain of a job. Basically, I ran my wires positive and negative through there, both sides, boot. I have an additional video of like how I did this, but basically there's a guy on YouTube that did sequential turn signals on his mirrors, shows you how to rip apart the mirrors, run your wires through there. I think he pinned this part. I did not do that. I just ran my wires straight through. There's 2 holes in the top here, right above where the power mirror and window stuff comes through. I ended up finding, I can't really see it, but there's a big thick wire that runs back to the defrost. Runs back here. And it's accessible like right above the driver's footwell. Comes out of a harness point. You just can't see it. There it is. So see this tab? It's right behind there. It's that big red wire. And I tapped off that because when I put my amp meter on it, when I hit this rear defrost, put my amp meter on it, I was getting 14 amps telling me that that wire was for the defrost. So I used the relay. The switch power of the relay is worked off this, and you can hear it when I hit this switch. Hear it click. Those are those mirrors turning on. And I ran the power to those mirrors into the fuse box just like you would power anything. I want them on a separate circuit. Put an amp meter on the mirrors. I think they're pulling like 2.5 amps. So I think I fused that at like 7 or 10 amps, but it should be good enough. Yeah, so it's a sweet upgrade. I don't recommend trying to wire like the heated aspect of it. It was a lot of work. It took me about 2 days. First time doing something like that, even using a relay, but it did turn out pretty well. As you can see here too, I have heated seats in this Sport. Bought that kit off AliExpress too, and those work just great. There's plenty of tutorials on that, but I just put the pads underneath my EKR seat covers. Yeah, it's 3 settings for heat. 1, 2, 3. The passenger side too, of course. But this kit's nice, you know. It's got the tab for Hondas, so you don't have to like hack up anything. I was gonna put them like over, put the wire or the button like here, but I decided not to. Just go with like a OEM kind of look. So I'm pretty happy with these upgrades. It's what I wanted. So I don't have blind spot monitoring with the Sport. I actually like it better than blind spot monitoring because I can see so much now. But just little things that make the car so much better. Driver's perspective, and living in the Midwest. These mirrors fog up, and it's like really hard to clean. I noticed when they frost up because they're just so small and everything. So the heat function is nice. Bench tested them. I'll show you what brand they are if I can find the box. Yeah, see, this is what happened. I ordered them once and I dropped this one. Sucks, so I had to reorder them again. So they're about 35 bucks. But that's what they are. I don't know how you can say that. Some Chinese company, but bench tested them. The quality's great, to be honest. As you can see, there's the tabs for the heat. You just run a positive and negative out there. Plenty of places to ground, I found. The best places were to ground the actual negative. If there's an airbag for anything really, if there's an airbag bolt bracket here and on the passenger side, so I grounded that mirror on that passenger side airbag bracket too. There's an existing 10 millimeter bolt that is easily a good spot for a ground. And then when I did these seats, I just ran the wire for that mirror underneath everything. I ran an extra wire anticipating I was going to do this because I ran the heated seat wire for that mirror. I just extended one up the passenger footwall there and left it long enough because my intention was to reach that mirror, but I ended up doing it a different way. This panel is pretty easy to take out. Plenty of YouTube videos on that. Do that. Like I said, the sequential turn signal guy, I'll link his video. Shows you how to take these mirrors apart. They're a bit of a pain in the ass. You just have to take everything really slow when you do something like this. But yeah, big upgrades. Little things. It's the little things that make a difference in this car, because I wanted all the options of the sport touring almost, but I couldn't get them with the 2.0 6MT. But it's getting pretty dark out here. I apologize for the low light. Yeah, it's doable if you want to tackle something like this. It's just time, effort. But yeah, send me a message or something if you're contemplating on doing something like this, because I could probably help you out. Thanks.